You're watching HARDTIMES.CA. From nothing we still rise. Oh, shit, I thought I did that.
That's awesome, man. It's awesome. Sorry, bud. Okay, tell us, I guess, the worst interviews you've ever been part of.
I can't do that, man, because the dudes that have done it with us will probably watch this. Let's just say, no magic tricks, no Pictionary, no crazy sex stories from the road questions. Then we'll be on track.
Absolutely. Fair enough. So your tour starts tonight or just started recently?
We just played our first show in Georgia 2 days ago. This is like sort of the official first day of the tour.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we were over here in Canada a couple months ago, supporting another band. But this time we're here with some of our good friends, some of our great tour mates, and man, we're just excited to be back out on the road. We've been off for about 2.5 months, and that's been the longest break we've taken in 6 years. So it's good to be back in the club.
You are a road band. You're a live band.
Yes, absolutely. We spent. We're well past 1,000 shows at this point. We don't live in the same city, so our rehearsals don't even happen. It all happens out here in venues and on the road. So.
The fact that it took all this time for you to get an album of the year, commendation.
Yeah.
Do you feel that it's the trend of throwback rock that's bringing you guys up with it, or is it you guys finally hitting your peak as a band?
It's really hard for me to answer that question because, of course, I'd like to say this is just something that we've worked for. We're just, honestly, at the end of the day, we're just glad that people are coming out watching the show. We're glad that anybody who listens to our album is going to give it a favorable review. Honestly, these the album of the year things and all those kind of commendations aren't really like the meat and potatoes of this. Why we do this? It's more about rooms full of people, everybody sharing this experience with us. Less about the printed word, more about us performing, playing music.
That's great. Now, as performers, what are some of the funnier mosh moves you've seen or dance moves?
I'll tell you that.
On or off stage?
Yeah.
Both, actually.
Well, let's see. Our music is incredibly difficult to mosh to. So if we get people moving that much, chances are it's going to be hilarious because we don't make it easy. It doesn't stay very similar very long. So I've seen, I guess, the few times that people have actually gotten to that point where they feel like moshing or headbanging or something like that. We're pretty quick to throw in a curveball and keep the necks sore for everybody. I've been to shows and I've seen some of this ridiculous hey, I need three feet of space, and the windmills and all the outdated '80s hardcore moves and stuff like that. It doesn't happen very often at our shows.
Actually, funny you mentioned that, the outdated '80s.
Yeah.
These days it seems to me like the '80s are back.
No, I'm not going to argue with you there. Some of our favorite bands, some of our best friends on the road are. I'm not going to say that it's like rip off by any means, but there's
I'll just say it.
There's that like upheaval of some of the '80s styles, like your hardcore and your metal and your this, that, and the other thing. I think with it, I think that in and of itself is a great thing, but I think bringing back some of these
the moves,
bringing back some of these moves. It's been interesting. It's been colorful. It's made shows more interesting.
But there'll be something new next year. There'll be something new next year for sure.
Skinny ties and keytars.
I think that's next. Yeah. What other kind of things from the '80s have you noticed are coming back? Because the '80s really are back with a vengeance, for better or for worse.
Sylvester Stallone for one. He's back. Rambo 4.
Synthesizers.
Yeah, synthesizers.
Back in full force. Synthesizers are back in full force. People are throwing them into everything now, and it's
Just watch the show. There's plenty of sense. But yeah, honestly, I'm most excited about the resurgence of '80s styled action flicks and horror movies. It's been a good thing.
Rambo 3 was.
Yeah. No, Rambo.
Well, the 4. I got 4. Yeah. It's 4.
Camera guy says 4.
Yeah, this new one. Good action.
Would Baroness ever make a music video?
No. Didn't he have also a Rocky that came out long ago?
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't pay for that
Taking it
one.
back hard.
Sorry, Sly.
I didn't know. I just remembered.
You're more in the action.
I like 80s action movies. I like 80s horror movies. You know, I think that this music scene today needs more of that action and horror.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, make a video. Theme.
80s. Yeah, I'll be on one side of the wall, rendered in pencil. He'll be on the other side in full color. That's right. It'll be this tension between us, reaching, grasping for each other.
Great video.
Yeah.
Great video.
Yeah, you haven't seen it?
Of course I have. That's awesome. All right. So trends in the scene that you're for and trends you're against.
I'm saying up with the positive, down with the negative. I don't know. I mean, trends are gonna come and go. They're not gonna phase me one way or the other. I mean, I guess if like hardcore racist music makes a big comeback or something, then we'll have something to talk about. But for right now, it's all good. Like people are excited and amped on coming to see shows again, not just ours, everybody else's. Yeah, and it's great. It's great. There's a million bands out on the road having a good time, and these gas prices and everything like that. So that's a good sign to me.
Are you guys big conspiracy theorists? Are you into? Is it all conspiracy theorists? Are you one?
Conspiracy theorists. It all depends, man. Any direction you want to go. It all depends. But yeah, I guess you could say so.
I don't know the X-Files DVD box set that just came out. So
Yeah.
my birthday's coming right up around the corner. Hoping somebody gets it for me.
Yeah.
We'll do the interview. Same question after that, and we'll have plenty of fodder to talk about.
Totally.
But for you,
You should be in the corner, not me.
I know, right. Oh, I don't know.
JFK, 9/11.
Well, JFK was an inside job, just like 9/11 was. So.
No, see, you're not. It's not that much of a stretch. You explained the whole JFK thing to me the other day.
Yeah.
Inside job.
Yeah, totally.
The driver.
But I don't want to say anything. 'Cause the last guy who came out with that got snuffed out. You know?
Yeah, this isn't going on the air, right? You're not showing us.
No, of course not.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. JFK was shot by his driver, and that's why that's what's crawling out of the vehicle, not staying in it. She saw it all go down.
Who's the biggest player in the assassination?
What?
Who's the biggest player in the assassination?
I believe his bodyguards, his personal bodyguards, are the biggest players. And Lee Harvey Oswald.
You're not. Does that mean you approve?
I'll tell you after.
But Lee Harvey Oswald
You're
was just-
afraid. You're the one putting the mic in our
Oswald was
face.
just a scapegoat, you know.
Which of your government's conspiracies do you back?
We could probably talk about this for 24 hours straight without stopping. So maybe we go on to the next question.
Okay.
Because I'll get fired up and I'll get into that.
I would love to see you get fired up. Sweet.
Oh no,
No, seriously, I'm really chilled out right now. I don't want to get fired up.
Oh, for the set, man, you get a rage on stage.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it on stage.
yeah, that comes from that.
Comes from the JFK assassination. Okay, well, sorry guys that we deferred so many questions, but
Any final words, shout outs, or
Any shout outs?
people you're back, people you're stoked on?
I'll just give a shout out to our former guitar player who just left the band, Brian Blickley. This is our first tour without him. This is our first tour with our new guitar player, Pete Adams. This will be his second night on stage, so I'd just like to give him a big shout out at home and him a big shout out on stage. So
Was he a big political as this guy?
even more so, that's probably the primary motivating factor for him leaving the band was to delve further his research into the conspiracies.
You went to law school, right?
He is currently engaged in a law degree.
Yeah, that's right. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Well, all the best.
Yeah, all the best.
You guys are great people. Wish you a very good show and tour.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you.